room tone.
Hello, Mr. What? Okay. Turn around.
I love that you were kicking it off, and then I was like, fuck that.
It's like you forgot to do it. I hope everyone enjoyed the eclipse of the heart. Turn around, bright eyes. I love this. Oh boy, and I need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever.
Oh, you nailed the cue. I love it. So you do know the Dan Band then?
Of course. Yeah. The Dan Band, man.
Yes, sir.
They are playing my funeral. Yeah.
I would love that. That'd be beautiful, honestly.
I
forget what cover they did that I just like lost it on.
I think that's the one for me. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, this is the shit.
Sold.
Yeah.
That was in that movie Old School, and I was like, I was a teenager when that came out. And I remember that scene happening, and that was probably the funniest. Even despite the fat man, like the big black guy there, they tie the brick to his dick, and he falls off the building. But I still think this is the most memorable part to me.
Yeah, that's always stuck in my head.
Oh, geez, Noah, it's been a couple of months, hasn't it?
Long time. Last time was.
Did you quit because we fucked up the live podcast?
Nah. My manager just told me, take a break.
That's fine.
Regroup.
I wish you had called or written. That'd have been nice.
Well, nah.
No cap flex.
Rizzed up, baby.
Putting some Ritz on the cracker.
Riz on the cracker.
Riz on. What does that mean? Is that like Riz on the cracker?
You said all of this to a waitress.
On a waitress.
Sure. Not knowing what any of it meant. It easily. For all you know, it could have been rape.
It could have been like, like, hey there, baby. I'm going to whip my penis out on the dinner table in a minute.
Let me riz you up.
Riz you up.
Riz you up. Riz a little hell.
Riz a little. Oh, all right. I like where you're going with this.
We got to get that. We got to get the rights to that song, man.
Riz a little hell. Riz a little hell. Riz a little hell. Do-do. I'm in, man. I'll get Dan Band to play it and shit. That's the one I want played at your funeral. If I'm still like alive and kicking, and that gets to happen sometime, I'm gonna fucking get the Dan Band.
Hell yeah. Play Raise a Little Hell.
I'm gonna send off an email. Trooper.
Hey, you did it once, right?
And I got a response,
Yeah,
I ripped off Second and Charles this month. And I got that album for $2.
Yeah, that's a steal. That's a rare. I've never seen that just laying around.
Me either.
Brandon, I don't know many Trooper fans out there.
Yeah, I don't think they
have any.
Before
I randomly discovered that you liked that song, I didn't know that anyone else knew it.
I told you how I first heard it. They used to play it on this. They had a 1017 here in Tuscaloosa, and they played it every Friday at 5 o'clock. Getting off traffic and shit like that, getting off work traffic. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go raise a little hell, brother. And then I played it for my friends, and they didn't care about it as much as I did. I was like, you don't get it. Like, you need to...
I've played it for my friends, too. No, it's not hit with anyone. That's the best Friday song.
It is. It's like, let's get off work and go fuck shit
that's just
up.
the best Friday song. It is the best weekend song.
To harken back, I did say put on the Ritz to some stranger today,
Put
too.
on the Riz, not
put
the
on
Ritz.
Put on the Riz.
Good play on
Well, the first thing I said to her was, what? No cap flex.
Yeah.
She brought me out a free
She was already mad that we came in like, what?
15 minutes before
2 minutes before they closed.
Like 20 minutes, yeah.
It was a little, but still, no one else in there.
She didn't know how to respond when I told her that my water tasted like poo water.
You did say that it tasted like poo water.
You poo water? What do you mean? I was like, well, I don't know about his, but like I put a lemon in mine. She brought me a tea out because I asked for it.
Yeah, she was over there us as soon as we walked in. That was
the first thing I said to her was,
no cat flex.
I have no idea what the fuck that means. I don't know millennial speak at all.
I can guess what it all means, but together especially, I really do. I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Oh, man.
It's all right, though. She'll be fine.
Cap flex.
No cap. Riz.
Riz a little hell.
Oh, yeah, brother. Where is this going again?
Does it have to have a purpose? I don't know.
No,
Oh wait,
not.
I remember now. You contacted your agent because you quit the podcast because.
No, it was a little timeout.
Oh, it's fine. It's needed.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
It's definitely 100%.
Meanwhile, I did 6 episodes in the bathroom by myself.
Oh, really?
I was like, yeah. I was just
Well,
like,
when do I record my part for those episodes? We could do it where I just react to what you were talking about.
I mimicked you while I was farting. I was playing the butt trumpet, and every single time you talked, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking play like Noah. I couldn't, even if I tried, I couldn't act like you. I couldn't.
You couldn't act like me?
No. I may mime animal or something. I don't know. No, I don't think I could.
I think you should try.
I was going to give you an opportunity. I was going to say, you act like me for 5 seconds, and I'll try and be like you for 5 seconds.
Hell, now you say it, I don't know if I could act like you.
Put you on the spot.
I don't know if I have like the...
Come on.
We don't have the same energy.
Come on, Noah. Put on the Riz.
Put on the Riz. See...
You're right. We don't match energies.
We're a different energy.
When I'm in my ADHD moment, and like my brain is like all over the place, and it's like I got a lot of like bumble. Like I'm like, if the bubble wand, I'm putting off a lot of bubbles. Makes no sense. I'm shooting a lot of wads.
That's
Noah.
a good example.
Shit, I'm just peaked. I'm shooting a lot of wads, Noah. So I mean, I don't think many people can catch my energy, but you could put on my tone, maybe.
Your tone?
Yeah.
Keep talking. It's not like I've never talked to you before.
Put on the Ritz.
Put on the Ritz. I just don't think I could. I don't think I have
Riz anymore. I say put on the Ritz.
I'd have to practice this. I think if I, look at myself in the mirror and say, "You're William Pluto,"
you would do that.
Really, like a method act for a few days.
You would Joe Odom or something.
No comment.
I mean, that literally scared me that time when I saw that transpire. I like the dude.
I'm sure.
I was like, holy shit.
I'm sure it did. I don't know about hyping yourself up for the
don't take yourself that seriously.
Druid City Monday open mic with your host, Richard Lockhart. No, it was probably Compton at the time.
No, this was RJ Marchand.
RJ.
Oh, yeah, do it.
He texted me today.
That's nice. He's lonely. I probably shouldn't be talking about people.
Oh yeah, this is supposed to be like a.
Oh, we're in San Francisco.
Yeah, we've actually. Have we ever disclosed our location besides Huntsville?
I
don't think we have. I don't think we ever said we're here.
Yeah, I think we have.
I don't think I have.
I ain't going
don't
back
think so.
to book the catalog there.
Because if we put where we are, the fans are going to come.
Who? Nolan?
Yeah, Nolan.
No one's going to come kill me.
He texted me earlier. Hold on.
Dude, you're like loaded with friends, aren't you? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do I have to do? Stop putting on the Ritz?
He sent me a video of him performing a new metal song.
Are you playing this on the pod? I'd really rather you.
It's not, or...
I mean, all right, let's do it.
We don't have to. I don't...
All right. So today I'm singing The Fiction of Veracity by
Nolan, I forgot how much you sound like fucking Kermit. And then you... it's not loading. I'm trying to get to the good part here.
This is not how I expected this dude to sound.
Yeah, I know. He's got a Clockwork Orange poster.
He's not metal as fuck.
Well, apparently not, because his fucking video won't load. So.
Hey, y'all.
My God. Hell yeah. Man, that makes me want to go steal a woman.
Makes me want to go steal a mannequin from Victoria's Secret.
Oh, yeah. We used to have a
All right,
mannequin.
like, I'm not... I dig it. I'll
dude,
give him props. It's kind of cool.
He enjoys what the hell he does.
Is he playing with a band, or is this singular?
No, he just... No. We'd have guitar class, and he'd get up there to his playbacks and fucking disturb half the school, and it was awesome.
Sad I can't understand a fucking word he's saying.
Oh, I have no clue. And he knows that. Hell, I don't fucking listen to metal music.
You say putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Riz, baby.
Yeah.
Putting on the Riz.
Putting on the Riz. Putting on the Riz. Satan is alive. Putting on the Riz.
Yeah.
I mean, he should appreciate the fact that you're digging at his videos and like putting them on.
Oh yeah.
2 episodes.
Dude, I'm telling you, that motherfucker's
a podcast.
That dude is fucking famous in our school for doing that shit. He will. Go down in the history books of small town shitty Breman.
Small town. He didn't like shoot up the school, did he?
Not yet.
Oh.
But his day is coming.
I hope not. Jesus Christ.
Nah.
Let's pull out another Dan Band song.
Okay. And I fucking need you more than ever.
Apparently they do a Rage Against the Machine cover here. No, that's a drummer.
I don't want to hear that.
The guy that'll go and see Primus won't listen to Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I saw Promise last night.
Suck.
They were thumping.
Yeah. Willy, 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 bass bumps. Bass bumps.
There.
Oh, shit. They do a song that's a Candy Shop cover. All right.
Didn't know it stretched this far. Fucking need you more.
So, what does Chevy Chase say in Caddyshack?
He says a lot of things
When
in
he's going
Caddyshack.
to whack the ball.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep on going.
Oh my God.
You can have it your way. How do you want it? Gonna back that thing up or should I push up on it? Break it down for you now, baby. It's simple.
This is...
It's creepy.
Yeah.
He is either a genius or a pedophile. That's the only two things they have. Can't think of anything else that he could be good
What's
at.
the difference? I don't know.
That was good. I mean, you even hesitated for a second.
I know.
I don't know about that one, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's rough.
But it was good. Like, oh man, I thought it was fucking funny.
I think it's funny for some, probably. Maybe.
Let's get into the theme of the show.
And what is the theme? We haven't discussed anything.
That's because I didn't talk to you about it. I asked other people today.
Oh God.
But not you, because I was gonna wait.
That makes sense.
It's a make or break friendship moment
There we go.
for all of our deaf listeners in the audience right now. This is sign language moment. Yeah, I think you can decipher it. Like, I don't have a talking code for you to really think hard about. It's taking deeper. You need to go meditate. You need to take a shit.
No, I don't care.
You need to take a fucking Chinese shit.
No, the Chinese food didn't move
I
through
might
yet.
fart in the mic in a minute. That'd be pretty cool. I wonder how that would turn out. Just for Nolan, he should put me on one of his backtracks.
You know, ever since I mentioned him on one podcast, he's come up in every episode.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe he doesn't even.
I told you.
You don't
bring
even
him
know
up.
if he exists. That's the
I
crazy.
already told you I don't think he exists. I thought he was your imaginary friend.
Maybe he is.
That'd be cool.
Maybe he's not.
It's an illusion.
I don't know. Maybe he's here.
They took out Lewis, so it's fine.
I miss Lewis.
Yeah. It was a little
It's not Halloween though. We'll get him back. One day.
Oh, I got a story about Lewis. You know the shoes that Lewis was wearing?
Not really.
Nah, they were Nikes with purple shoelaces or pink shoelaces.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Anyway, they
Remember
were
the
my
shirt.
mom's, and someone approached me and was like, "Hey, those Nikes that Lewis was wearing, what'd you do with them?" And I was like, "I don't care. They're not a big deal. I try to sell them to a Plato's Closet and shit." And they were like, "Well, can I have them?" And I was like, "I guess." And they were like, "Well, I'm already wearing them." I was like, "That's cool. Like, I guess that's fine."
Kind of weird though.
I took them. I was like, "Well, they were on a mannequin here for 4 months." I was like, as long as they're getting used, it's cool.
A little weird though. They just took some shoes off a mannequin. It's like, never mind now.
I got the fair trade. I got the Atlanta hat if I want it. Like, it's not a big
okay.
deal. I'll take the buttons off and sell them on eBay and make like $6.
Oh, my back just popped. Sorry.
I didn't hear it. Did you fart in the mic?
No, we're not there yet.
You're about to. The theme of the show this evening is what makes a movie good.
What makes a movie good?
Yes,
That
I wanna
is
hear
a
your opinion
broad,
first. Very much so. It's very subjective.
very broad thing.
It's very subjective.
Yeah. What makes a movie good? So, for me, it depends on what you're going for and what kind of movie you're looking for. Man, if you're going for a comedy, for me, I guess not the structure of the movie, but
A comedy should be how much it makes you laugh. Like, it shouldn't
Correct.
be like visuals or anything. It should just be
I agree.
how often you laugh.
I agree.
Because I think if you leave a movie that is
In
claiming
ways
itself
at least.
that it's a comedy, if you leave a movie that says like let's say Hangover 3,
Yeah.
right, which is a dog shit movie, nothing is
Terrible,
funny.
yes. I don't even think I've
Zach
finished
Galifianakis, when he says Bangkok, Thailand is the only thing that made me crack up in that movie, and maybe the monkey pulling on the little tiny Cheerio, that was fucking funny. But I think when you leave a comedy and that classifies itself as a comedy and you don't laugh, like let's see, recently it was that Blacktober movie. I can't fucking the black horror movie that came out about the Ouija board or the fucking game board where they're all like. Anyway, it classifies itself as a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed and I had one laugh. I was like, it's a piece of shit dog shit movie. So that's how I classify comedies.
Yeah. What was the specific wording of that question? What makes a movie good?
What makes a movie good?
I mean, is it too simple to say writers? Writing?
No, the script.
Because if it's a
crap,
you can have some great actors in a movie. And if it's either not good writing or it's overcrowded writing, it's just the most boring thing ever. Oppenheimer.
you're not wrong there. They're putting that fucking thing back in cinemas.
Oh, I know. It's going to come back probably 3 times. I'm surprised it didn't do a year run.
I don't want to ever see that ever again.
I'm probably not going to. I've only seen it. Well, maybe I saw it twice. Once or twice. I don't remember. I think I went back and saw it on the
70 mil or whatever.
Yeah,
IMAX. I bet that sound was cool, but like the movie itself was dog shit.
I didn't care about the movie. The way that no one intended, you have to watch it on the. There was nothing in that movie that was like I had to go see this in the way he intended or whatever. I could see that on a computer screen and it wouldn't have changed anything for me. Truly believe that.
I do think that there's some like squinched frames that are massive, but
it's not what it is hyped up to be, in my opinion. And a lot of fucking talking.
well, that's a Chris Nolan movie.
I know.
Every single one of them.
And
is all
it had to
dialogue.
be talking. You gotta learn. But
Tell me
no,
about the rabbits.
a little much.
All right.
There's a lot that makes a movie good, and there's a lot that is different between literally every single movie that makes it good or bad. It just depends on what the movie. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that one.
I'm leaping off the cliff. You ready?
Sure.
What makes Ghostbusters Frozen Empire a good movie?
The simple-minded going in, and this is me, and you know how I feel about Ghostbusters. Yeah, I laughed, by the way, plenty of times in that movie because Kumail Nanjiani, I fucking love that dude.
Yeah, that dude was funny.
I love that dude. I know, and can I start with my gripes first, actually? I'd like to start with my gripes.
Because I've got plenty of them.
I'd like to start with my gripes about it.
If we get back and forth about it, for sure.
It's fine. It's fine.
You already mentioned Camille Naushko, blah, blah, blah.
Fucking, he's hilarious.
Yes,
He
yes.
stole the comedy in that movie, in my opinion.
But they...
It's just, the character, I kind of like that they ventured out in a way, because it's cool, and it did remind me of a real Ghostbusters, and it reminded me of real Ghostbusters, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a long, real Ghostbusters episode, and that's what I got. That's why I was pleased walking out. It was just a long, real, sloppy, real Ghostbusters.
I
type
talked
thing.
to someone about that, actually, is because...
That's what we all Ghostbusters fans wanted.
I said that they took the premise directly from an episode of the cartoon where Ray goes into the machine, goes into the trap.
And another one where Egon becomes a spirit like that and whatnot.
He goes into a machine and becomes a ghost.
I don't believe he comes into a machine, but I forget how but he does become a spirit.
Ghost,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, so
Comes
it
back
was,
to life by the end of the episode. Cliffhangers.
I just where was I going before that? So yeah, his character is the Fire Master, and it's kind of cool in a way, but it just didn't seem to fit. It would seem like a way, and there's many instances in this movie to push the plot along.
Okay, we're going back to writing.
And yeah, writing. Now, from my understanding, it was Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan writing this.
It
Yeah.
seems like this came from the director who's seen a few American picture shows, one being Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because that's where you lost me there.
Yeah.
When I was like, he's got special powers. He's the first superhero of the Ghostbusters franchise,
Yeah.
and he can been fucking fire.
It's weird. It's weird. But I also respected the them trying to do something unique, but it just didn't. It seemed like a Marvel movie when it was going into that storyline. Granted, they didn't dive too deep into it. My biggest gripe, another scene where it seemed to push the story along. I know you don't like Patton Oswalt, and I really don't care for him. And it's not really a him problem. They're going through this
movie.
backstory of the villain Garaka, and then they show this. It's carved in stone, and it does this animated story of it through the backstory. I'm like, that's anti-Ghostbusters. It should have been Dan Aykroyd, knowing his
exposition,
Tobin spirit guide, and his extreme knowledge, the death chill. He would know that already. So you did not need Patton Oswalt for that, and you didn't need the stupid animated thing that takes
sequence.
A minute and a half to do this whole storyline. Just it's writing. That was a writing problem.
This filmmaker, this director, and I haven't looked him up. Yeah, I think he's foreign.
He is.
Okay,
I forget exactly.
Maybe Pakistani,
something like that. Yeah.
Some Asian country. I think that he tried really hard to make a simulant American film, and he started tossing everything that he's seen from American cinema at the wall and saw what kind of stuck. And they were like, that's fine. I'm with you there. I don't agree with that sequence at all. Honestly, if you cut that out of the movie, you got 10 extra minutes of fucking fun, in my opinion.
I agree. Because the final act was rushed. And I know the scenes they cut too, and they were pretty good scenes from what I'm understanding. I'm
going to go back and find another gripe. You've already touched
Patton Oswalt. That's two. I've got some more.
You've touched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Or Last Firebender. Yeah. Firebender, if you will. Okay. I can't remember the actress's name, and you will be able to spot it because you've seen it how many times?
4 now.
They ought to give you a medal.
I probably should.
The Ghostbusters patch that said I saw Frozen Empire 4. You're not the only one. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I know.
And listen, as a fan of the franchise, because, I loved Afterlife. I fell asleep the first time I watched it. I went and saw it in the cinemas again. I liked the female Ghostbusters. I don't know why people hate and shit on that picture show. It's all the people are talking male toxicity and all this bullshit. I don't think that's what it was. I just think that they set out to try and do something, and it wasn't as what everybody anticipated it would be for the comeback. And that's okay. But the movie itself is not bad. There's a lot of shit that happens in that little Chinese restaurant that should just, it's like fucking at half the movie. It's like, look, I made an invention that can capture ghosts. Well, we already know this shit. So, but I liked that movie. I was entertained by it. First time I saw it, I got lucky. I was in New York City. I went and saw it in 4DX where they blast lasers at you and fans and smog and all this shit. And maybe that amplified my experience to actually enjoy the film. I don't know, but I got out of there and I was like, that's fine. Why are people bitching? Like, fuck you. That's actually a fun movie to watch. That's all I need. And now I leave Afterlife. And I wanted to so badly. And maybe if I had been with you and saw the excitement of a childlike mindset and a fucking feeling behind a passion of, because I am a fanboy at the heart of everything else. As much as I bitch about Star Wars, I'm still a fanboy. As much as I bitch about they're probably going to do Back to the Future 4 and all this stuff.
If that happens, I'm shooting myself.
Let's not. I mean, they already cast Tom Holland.
Okay. No.
So, I mean, I'm a huge fanboy. I just want to be entertained. I don't have to go in there and have anything that tickles my fancy as a fanboy. I just want to come out and have a good time from a film. And I left this, and I was and maybe I do need to give it another fucking shot in the mouth. I don't know.
Riz in the mouth, yeah.
Yeah, a little riz in the mouth. And I will. I'm not against it. I won't say, I won't. The only thing I won't go back and see again is Rogue One. I don't give a fuck to watch that film ever again in my life. I knew the story. I didn't need the film. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, they're introducing new droids. Everybody dies at the end of the film. Why do I give a shit? To sell toys? I don't give a shit. That's what that movie was for me. But with the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, when I left, I questioned myself. I was like, I've seen enough of these fucking movies. Not only do they have Casper the Friendly Ghost in here, they've got Avatar: The Last Airbender, and there's some other allusions to other things that they just completely stole from things. And then I kind of went to myself, it's like, the only time I feel like I'm watching Ghostbusters is when they're actually busting ghosts. And that's a first for the Ghostbusters. That's a first for, they didn't do that shit in, what's the fucking female one called? Answer the Call.
Answer the Call.
Yeah. the entire sequence of that film kind of feels Ghostbusters-ish. This movie is all like when you get to the excitement of them driving back around New York City. When you get to the excitement of them hanging out in the firehouse, and shutting down the fucking thing that's going to... Even when they go to the new warehouse and all the new employees, I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, I'm sold. Like, this is cool. There's a fucking gang. And then you get to, like, the drab parts where you're like, why are we watching girl play chess in the park with another girl? Like...
Clearly alluding to Egon in the last in Afterlife.
But we've already seen that.
So what that was, and it even had me for a second. And I was also scared. I was like, don't bring that back. He's passed on to the other side. But for a second, I was like, man, that got my heart for a second. And then, gay lesbian Casper appears or whatever you said. And, it was a moment to tug at your heart, but also to somehow bring that character in. There's probably a better way to do it.
Alan Lynn.
Lynn. And I've never heard of her name. Something like that. Heard her. The way to bring her in, if you had to do. Okay, here's my other gripe. I don't hate. She did fine in the movie. I think she.
I thought that actress was.
She
phenomenal.
did fine. It's not against her. It's just another character that pushed the plot along, and it even brought out in Phoebe Spangler a very smart, pretty much Egon type. Very stupid thing that she does in the movie. That was, again, to push the plot along. I don't feel like that needed to happen. Granted, I'm fine with them diving into the emotional part. She does have emotions. She's still a human.
It just become a drama.
It started to become a drama, and that's a little scary for Ghostbusters fans. And it's not. And if that's the direction they're going to go, fine. But you have to have a line still. I feel like. Of where you're going to go with that, and I'm not sure what that line is yet.
Do you think the kids have gone and said, because my friend, I was like, are you going to take the kids to go see Ghostbusters? And he's like, the cinema's too expensive right now. I was like, yeah, but is this the one that you're going to go and, spend the coin on? So I'm wondering if, like, my childhood mindset was like, I'm seeing a rated R film. When I saw Ghostbusters, like, this is adult, but it feels like an adult kids movie. This movie, to me, just feels like you could take any PG-13 flick and go see it. It's not like an adult kids movie. It's just like I don't know. There's some terrifying shit that happens in there. It's kind of like. I can
be honest. Out of all the Ghostbusters, and let me start with my take on Answer the Call. It brought fans into Ghostbusters, whether or not they're old fans or new fans. Anything that brings fans into Ghostbusters, I'm for it. That's my take on it. Did I fall in love with the movie? Did I walk out of the theater feeling like I did after Afterlife? No, I didn't. I didn't hate it. I like Paul Feig. I mean, who doesn't?
Oh, I love Paul Feig.
Yeah. I like.
Dude gets a bad. Now.
He does. I like. Out of that cast, probably Melissa McCarthy is probably my favorite out of those, and I liked Kate McKinnon too.
I fell in love with Kate McKinnon in that movie. I didn't like her in fucking. I don't know if she was in Bridesmaids, but
I just liked her on SNL. She was always good on SNL.
There's a few things that I had seen her in before that, and I never really saw her magic until that movie, and I was like, all right, you're fucking funny.
That movie's fine. I don't hate it like everyone else, but it I think it did make people realize, okay, this was cool, this was fun, but we know what we want now, and that's what led to finally Afterlife happening. Where was I going with this before? Is the question.
Your gripes.
Yeah, with what?
I don't remember. Not inside your brain.
I did have a point. This was a sidetrack. Fuck. This is a shame. Let's move on to some other part of that movie.
What are your positives?
My positives?
Other than they brought in the Ghostbusters cult.
Well, I was going to talk about how it kind of is a darker movie. It's the darkest of all, probably the Ghostbusters. It has its dark kind of. Even like the first opening
sequence,
was like pretty creepy for a second.
It's the only time in the Ghostbusters history that they've time traveled.
Yeah,
one time.
Yeah. And when it happened, I was in like awe. I was in shock as soon as it panned down to the 1904 firehouse.
You know what I thought? I was like, holy shit, they're going to have Ghostbusters in the past. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
No, they didn't. But it's interesting to see the kind of fate part of it where it's
it leans up to being
going to Garaka from the same firehouse that would soon be the Ghostbusters, where he's going to come and fight the Ghostbusters. Pretty interesting.
Did they do the final? The scenes got deleted. Did they do that on the top of a building or something? Because they just fucking duked it out in the firehouse at the end of the movie, and I'm just like, this sucks. Get out of the
there's definitely some stuff.
Get out of the studio, folks.
Yeah, there's definitely a deleted part from on top of the building. Yeah. Deleted scene on top. There's a deleted scene between Paul Rudd and Bill Murray. I know. There's a deleted scene of Annie Potts answering the phone.
That would have been cool.
There's a deleted scene of something else I'm forgetting.
Is there a Rick Moranis deleted scene? Because
there's no Rick Moranis
with the spoon.
I knew he wasn't going to be there, but I held out hope anyways.
We talked about that before, and that was the only one I was hoping for. I was like, come on, man.
As much as I wanted that to happen, this clearly wasn't the movie because that cast was way too crowded.
There's a mid-credit sequence that I don't really remember. Of Annie Potts and no, this was from
Afterlife.
Afterlife,
yeah.
That's the mid-credit sequence.
So the mid-credit is.
I remember now. This is another thing that they stole from Maximum Overdrive. Literally,
what part are you referring to?
The mid-credit sequence. I can't remember if it's mid-credits or end credits. I can't remember.
In Frozen Empire, there's only mid-credit. So.
Okay. The truck is driving itself.
Yeah, the mini puffs take the truck.
That's straight up stolen from Maximum. And then when they started that, I was excited. I was like, the truck is fucking possessed, and you've got me. Like, this is hilarious. I started laughing. There was no one left in my fucking screener, and I started laughing. I was like, you've got me. Like, thank you for this joke at the end of this movie. Because I was like, you are alluding to one of my favorite all-time fucking horror films from my childhood. This is great. And then they put the little marshmallows driving the fucking thing, and I was like, gotta sell more toys.
According to Gil Keenan, that scene has a purpose. If they ever get to make another movie, depending on
they will
box office numbers.
Oh, it's already fucking ravaged.
Think so? Because it's made at the moment around 80-something million domestically, and like I think 100.
Only 80 mil domestic?
Maybe more, but something around that.
I would guess more like 300, but all right.
We'll search that later.
It was hot.
Nah, it did not make 300.
They didn't hit the cap or 300 because they probably spent 200 on the fucking thing.
They spent exactly 200.
Yeah.
We'll search that in a minute.
I'm pretty sure. Like I remember the newsreel saying that this movie was doing.
So it had a really good first weekend, and then it fell off drastically.
Well, they were battling with
like 65%.
I think they were battling.
Kong came in, and it went down like 65%.
You're opening another can.
But then it had a good third, I think, weekend. I'll have to look at the numbers, but. And then it's about to come into a lot of international theaters, apparently. But the good parts of the movie.
I want it to do well, Noah. Like, don't get me wrong. I want it to blow it out. Like, I want to see it. Like,
could have been.
You don't not have me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out of the fucking game now. I'm just like, nope, never going to go see another fucking Star Wars or Ghostbusters movie.
They just needed to take a step back and say, man, we got a lot of characters in this movie. It's gonna be hard to follow one fucking thing. But there were characters I liked. I like James Acaster. He's funny.
Who was that?
The scientist guy that works in that new
I thought for a minute he was going to turn into an apparition.
I kind of thought there was a moment too, or at least in the trailers I thought maybe, but I do like him. He's a funny comedian. He easily could have had a bigger part if there were less characters.
Paul Rudd's beautiful in the film.
Paul Rudd is amazing.
Yeah,
he's hilarious, yes, but he also kind of hit that, stepdad type kind of struggle, which I really liked.
Weird to me.
I liked it though, honestly.
There's a moment in this film that I can sum it up for you the way I felt about the movie, and it's like the funniest fucking sequence in the whole film. And I don't know the actress's name. Forgive me, because my brain is fucking lost, but. It's when the mom,
Carrie Coon,
is sitting in the chair, swiping right on Tinder.
Yeah.
And Finn Wolfhard comes in out of nowhere. It's just like, Mom, where's the toaster? And she's just like, I don't know, fucking Finn, go find it. And I'm just like, I'm dying. The
it's when you're talking about when he said there's something in the attic.
He's trying to battle fucking Slimer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think this is how I feel about this movie. Is I could just play on my phone and it could be in the background. I'd be all right. Like, I'm not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
I know what's happening. It's fine. And that's how I kind of felt. And I want to see them progress forward. I want to see another fucking flick. Like I said, I'm not out. But that's how I felt. I was like,
let's take step one. And I don't hate the guy. Gil Keenan is just not it. For
What did the
Ghostbusters.
dude do prior? Like, I forgot.
You know, I don't know. I think he did Monster House. It's an animated movie I watched as a kid. If I'm
Which
not
is
mistaken.
fine. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I like it.
So
it's
a
funny.
Girl
It's funny.
House.
But I don't, and I'm guessing the reason Jason Reitman stepped aside is maybe because Ivan passed shortly after Afterlife, and he said, you know what, I just don't want to do this without him like that, so let me pass it on.
Oh, this fucker got his hands in Poltergeist, the 2015 version, which was good.
I think I knew that.
Like, I think that was a good film, actually.
But I just don't think he's built for Ghostbusters.
A Boy Called Christmas.
I don't know. I don't think he's terrible.
Directed episodes of SNL, so that's probably where he's gotten his.
Speaking of SNL, and we're gonna have to sidetrack on this.
Yeah,
after
we need to get off the
part.
Ghostbusters. It's been drab. Like,
Yeah, I've been enjoying it though.
Listen,
but let me just sum up.
It's good because
There's things they could improve on, and they really could. I love Phoebe Spangler. That character is phenomenal to me. I
you
truly
got a little crush on Grace McKenna there. And
No.
What's her name? Grace. What's her name?
McKenna.
McKenna.
No, that character. It's just like it's the essence of Egon, and
They
Egon
didn't
is.
utilize this in this movie though. Like, she felt very nerdy in that first film. That was one of my
Yeah,
favorite
they
parts. About
lost the
Afterlife,
nerd
because I
part.
was like, okay, like this little weird girl, and she's cute, and like she's very like, I'm autistic and I'm introverted, but I tell these funny jokes, and they really did.
They only did like one joke, and
at the towards the fucking.
they didn't have time.
climax. Yeah,
They didn't
well,
have time.
They got plenty of time when they take out the fucking lesbian Casper and Avatar: The Last Airbender,
I agree.
Firebender, and leave in the good shit like Annie Potts, Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, and throw in the Rick Moranis, and you'll have me cum my pants if they do that.
I did like
Fine.
that Walter Peck was mayor.
The mayor.
Loved
All
it.
right,
Loved
we haven't
it.
gotten to this yet.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
that was a good little turnaround, but at the same time, I was kind of like, can we? No one would vote for him.
That's what I was. I sat there and I was like, how did this dickless asshole?
Do you hear the comment in that movie
Yes.
too? Yeah.
How about you think I'm dickless? I was like, yes.
You know who that was,
Yes. No.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll let
Who?
that one come. Nope.
Nope.
Ah,
That-
no, no,
come on.
sir.
Come
no,
on.
sir.
Come on.
You're gonna have to figure that
Nope,
one out.
nope,
on your
nope,
own.
nope. Come on.
That's Ivan himself, sir.
Ivan did that?
Yep.
How?
Not Ivan. Excuse me. His son, Jason.
Jason did that?
Yes.
Wow. That I love to hear.
Don't quote me on that one.
That I love to hear. I hope that's true.
If it's not him, it's Bill Murray himself.
That I wish we could have got Bill Murray to really tear into
Oh,
him.
we're gonna get Bill Murray on the pod at one point.
Oh, I know. He's already here.
Yeah. Oh. Just like your friend Nolan.
Nolan's here. Dan's here.
What was your segue, sir? Sorry.
You said
I hated
mentioned
to do that to you, but like I can, you know, if I'm gonna have a conversation with you, why not do it like this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I will never, and I'm not trying to knock the things you love because I can't. You know what I'm saying? You give me shit for Kiss, and I always tell you the same thing. It's like you have your own brain for a reason. Like fucking, what entertains you ain't gonna entertain me every single time. That's just how life is. My brain operates on a. I remember you texting me, but I was like, I'm going in, dude, because you hyped it for me too, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking. But I had zero real expectations of like other than being entertained. I try not to, you know. I try not to go. And the only one that I did, because we had the pre-context, was Rick Moranis. I was like, if they really want me to nut my britches, throw that
trust me,
fucker in the left field anywhere. I don't give a shit if he's in the background. Turn it into a dog. Just fucking let me see him. Let him talk as Lewis in a weird tone, and I'll be like, all right,
Or mention, at least mention.
mention him. Fucking
That's all I
A.
wanted is a mention.
You can say his name. They've got the name copyright. You can
Oh,
say
yeah.
Lewis. You just don't say Rick himself. But that was my one disappointment more than anything
It
else.
sucks. We really want him back. I just don't think it's gonna happen. And I respect him because he's done.
Taking
He's
care
done.
of his kids.
Yeah, chill. But
kids.
the segue,
Chad.
you mentioned SNL. I don't know if you've seen this. You probably have. Jason Reitman is directing a movie called SNL 1975, based on the first episode, the first cast.
I did.
That is, I don't know what to expect from that. I really don't.
And I saw the casting notes too.
I saw.
And I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think I do either. But I'm gonna watch it because I'm like,
I'm with you.
I'm curious. I'm really curious.
If they don't
Like,
rated R this thing, listen, it's only gonna, and they're not going to because it's a studio show that's already getting a lot of buzz. They're going to want the fucking children to see it. They're going to want to get the kids back. It's literally a pop just to get SNL back popular, honestly.
I believe so.
It's some kind of cultural thing that.
And it's probably going to lead to Lorne Michaels' retirement.
That's great that like his dad was involved. All those fucking cast members do them all and shit like that. Like I get it, you know, but why? Like we've seen the biopics, we've seen the fucking biographies. You know, there's a great Belushi documentary out there that really delves into his life and like. It doesn't hold back.
Yeah.
I feel like if they don't hold back with this and show all the cocaine backstage and like all the sex and shit that was happening and show these fucking celebrities coming down from
wouldn't that be the point?
SCTV, I don't think they will. I think they're going to make
then at that point, that's my question. What's the point? What's the goal?
None. There is.
And and the hardest thing is, how do you cast John Belushi? How do you cast Dan Aykroyd? How do you cast? I know they did, but how do you cast Chevy Chase? You can do it. Doesn't mean it's going to be good. Those are impossible people. How are you going to make them funny?
Austin Butler.
Oh my god!
I love that we're on the movie topic because I got one that I'm going to fucking segue into. All right, these are people I've never even heard of. Lorne Michaels is played by some kid named Gabriel LaBelle.
Yeah, let me look at these pictures too. I'm good with pictures better. Yeah, how do you even cast
Ella
someone's
Hunt,
name?
I'm assuming this is like Ellen Hunt's daughter or something. It's playing Gilda Radner.
Okay.
Cooper Hoffman is Dick Edborough. I don't know what his last name is.
Okay. Apparently
Dan
Finn
Aykroyd
Wolfhard's cast, by the way.
Playing, yeah, it just says NBC as his cast title.
NBC.
Willem
Finn
Dafoe is David Tibet. Who are these fucking people? Jim Henson's in the movie, apparently. I shouldn't have read this.
I knew that, and I was like, what the fuck? That one really is scary. J.K. Simmons is in there.
All I want to know is who they're going to get to play Andy Kaufman, because if they don't cast Jim Carrey as that, they failed. Whoa, a reference you don't understand?
What? I was looking at the cast.
I'm saying who they're going to cast as Andy Kaufman.
I know the name Andy Kaufman. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's Chevy Chase?
We're not friends anymore.
Corey Smith. Who's Corey Smith?
I don't know these fucking people, dude. I have no clue.
Matt Wood is John Belushi.
No. I mean, like I said, if they don't do it hardcore and give it the R rating, I'm not.
I don't know. If they're just going to be some pansy fucking bullshit, then I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but it's not going to be good.
Wait till it hits the streaming service, because that's the first thing that's going to happen to it is going to Hulu.
It's not even going to theaters?
Probably, but they ain't going to do good. Not with these unknowns. You know, unless it's got a really, really hot trailer that they release on TikTok ads and shit like that.
I don't know.
Have you seen the goddamn Mad Max Furiosa trailer?
No.
Are you a Mad Max fan?
Not a huge Mad Max guy. I'm not against Mad Max. I'm just not a big Mad Max guy.
That was one of the franchises I was behind. Because when I first started getting into cinema, I started researching all these like popular hit fucking cinema, all these movies, right? And someone, at the video store handed me, what's it called? Roadrunner?
Possibly.
I don't fucking remember. Roadmaster. I don't know. The first Mel Gibson Mad Max film.
Road Rizzer.
Yeah, Rizzer. For those that are deaf, this is a sign language portion of our show. We lost all the comedy in the Ghostbusters. I'm sorry to bring the draft.
I think that's fine.
I was telling you that.
Well, okay, listen. When we started this podcast, I thought this is what it was going to be, and then we just started talking about stupid shit, which is also good. But I like talking about movies.
Yeah, I was telling you that, if I was going to do it, this is how I was going to do it. You should have known that. I was going to do it in a context that was going to be entertainment. Anyway, I'm a Mad Max guy. I loved Fury Road. I remember getting out of that. That's a fucking affair. Like, you go into that movie, and you come out, and you're exhilarated. You're, on cloud nine. You're like, this was, not only is it practical effects, it's fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful image. It's a ride all the way through from start to finish, unlike Dune. It's a beautiful movie.
Still haven't seen Dune.
So instead of sticking with that little premise, keeping Tom Hardy, keeping the little characters or whatever, they take one of the most popular fucking Hollywood celebrity ladies that's out there right now, and they're like, we'll just do a whole new story of the pregnant girl who's the baby, and we'll just make her a star, and she'll be Mad Max now.
Someone told me it was Who did they tell me?
Anna
Anna
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy, that's
And
right.
Don't get me
Taylor
wrong. She's
Taylor.
in everything now. She's in Dune
She's in
Part
a
2.
lot,
She's going to
yeah.
be in Dune Part 3 as the oh shit,
The sandworm.
That'd be cool. I'd watch that. She's gonna be in Beetlejuice as the sandworm. But I just I saw the trailer and I just looked at it and it's all CGI. And yeah, that's great. They don't want to go back to fucking Mars and shoot the movie. I get it, Stay out of the fucking sand of Arabia and shit. But I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, this ain't George Miller anymore. That dude's in his 70s and leave it alone. Like the studio's pushing all these fucking money picture shows, and that's
pretty much all that's coming out now. Let's be honest, it's
money grabs,
legacy stuff, and money, which sometimes is fine, and sometimes it's kind of fucking. Oh my god!
On the fun of the pod, to hopefully get back to the laughter, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'm just gonna start the trailer. Dead air.
Hey, we can open my ghost trap.
You scared the shit out of me because I thought someone was coming in the door. Don't do that. You'll release Bill Murray, dude.
That's a good thing.
Wait a minute. You'll release Harold Ramis.
Oh, damn. Damn you. That was so not effective on the microphone.
No, it was really loud on my end.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
No, you want a Sour Patch Kid?
I would love a Sour Patch Kid.
I'm about to throw you one. Okay, we're getting there.
Wasn't as loud that time, was it?
Yeah, it's still loud.
Oh.
All you're doing is making shit for me to have to cut.
Oh, no.
You mean you have to do work, Will?
It's gonna be...
That ain't something
It's gonna be hell on me. Give me a Sour Patch Kid. Give me.
That's the most... That sounded so bad. That's the most Jeremy I've ever seen you in my life. It's like,
Give me. Yeah, he's really rubbing on.
I'm putting on the Riz, brother.
Rubbing Riz on me.
No, you're not getting any now.
Give me. Give me. Ah, this is terrible.
I wish you could hear these on the can.
I'm sure it's bad.
I should have just threw the bag at you.
Oh my god, there's multiple coming at me.
I do want.
I missed. You're gonna have to get that.
Lord Christ, I'm gonna get fired.
Because of singer Sour Patch Kid. Yeah, we should say something funny.
For Jeremy? Thanks for letting me sleep. Here we go.
Bleecker Street.
We should probably make this fun, right? There we go. Do it again.
Classic movie. Every time a fucking eagle screeches. They are mysterious, reclusive, and unseen. Until now. What the fuck am I watching? Why did it turn into porn so fucking quickly?
You know how I talk about shock factor quite often?
Yeah.
So I went last
That was
week
shock factor.
and saw a
In
flick
someone's
called
asshole.
A Night with the Devil. And this was the first trailer that played. And it was Red Band popped up. And I went, I'm excited. I'll fucking watch any Red Band trailer. They're fun to me. I like it when you step outside the bounds and you make things weird. Like, that's cool. And I was expecting a lot of cursing. And it starts giving up these yellow messages that you were reading off. And I was like, oh shit, this is going to be like a fucking Washington movie about Sasquatch and shit like that. Probably somebody hunting Sasquatch. And the first fucking image that pops up is Sasquatch is fucking.
Yeah, that is indeed what the fuck just happened.
And then a title card pops up after that.
Oh my god. What the what the Jesse Eisenberg. Who's the one doing the fucking is the question?
Probably just.
So what's the premise exactly?
Sasquatch is in the woods. I don't know.
But why did it open? I mean, it's a grab. It's a hook.
Oh yeah, it sold me. I was like, I'll see it. I don't care.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one.
You're not sold. You're not gonna go see it.
I'm not sold.
What?
Mainly, I'm not gonna say I'm
have,
sold.
They gotta have Bill Murray in there.
I just know there's gonna be some really fucking It's gonna be a weird kink for some really weird dude.
Oh man, there's gonna be furries up in that.
It's gonna be
for
it's,
sure.
it's gonna be. It's gonna be
I hope someone comes dressed in costume.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Show up like it's the Star Wars premiere, but instead of lightsabers waving around the air, they got those fucking mad dragon dildos. You know, there's Sasquatch dicks.
The fucking. My god, the Comic-Con's going wild this year.
They're really gonna be putting on the Ritz.
Hey, you like a fucking bush.
If you like a bush. Do you like merkins? We made a whole movie about that.
Oh my god.
So you're still not sold? Okay.
I can't say I'm sold. I mean,
I'll make you a deal. When's this come out? Fucking May, I think.
Maybe.
I'll go see Frozen Empire with you again.
Okay.
If you'll go see the Sasquatch fucking movie with me, I'll buy you a bucket of dude popcorn.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I hope they release a special bucket for the Sasquatch fucking movie.
Man, yeah.
It's all fur.
It's just loose fucking hair,
It's like,
butter.
It's like an asshole, but it's like a Sasquatch asshole bucket. How do we get people back to the movies? We give them shit in the fuck. Once you open back up your ghost trap.
I don't know what the.
Where do I put my dick in this thing?
Oh
shit!
God.
I'm in, dude. Like I'm sold. I'm a
I mean I just don't even know what it's about to be about. Do they talk?
I don't think so. I think it's all like mumbles and grunts.
The whole movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. It's not been released.
Maybe that's the point. So you don't know what the fuck. What if you get there and it's not even about Sasquatches?
I think that would be the best practical.
It's just like a
joke
dream
they could
sequence for 2 minutes, and then it's just a normal movie.
That'd be the best practical joke they could ever play on any fucking audience in the world. They just
You get there and it's Zombieland 3 or something. Be pretty good. Zombieland 3. Oh yeah.
Triple tap.
Triple tap.
Well, you'd see it because it had Bill Murray in it. You know?
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Those Bill Murray
Isn't
cameos are fucking awesome.
They're beautiful, but the double tap is a horrible film.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yep.
But dude,
such a great
the post credit scene with Bill Murray, where he's just tearing and sucking like knocks Al Roker out and shit. To I'm all right, and he's like doing all these movie quote. That's the best fucking thing ever. They need to make a prequel of Bill Murray, like right at that moment when it hits.
And this is the only dude. What?
Yeah,
We
they
need
need
to
to make
send off some emails or something. Cause
I'm telling you, when I saw that, I was like, why is there not a prequel to Zombieland? Well, it's Bill Murray's.
He would never sign off. That's what it is.
Probably not.
So we just
But
cast
he
the
might.
guy from the SNL film to play.
No, and there won't be a Bill Murray in that one.
Oh, well.
He wasn't in the first
He
cast.
missed a boat there.
Maybe he'll show up as like a random reveal right at the end. Oh, we got this new guy coming in. Post credit scene.
Change history like Tarantino and shit. Oh, man. I'm spent, sir. Like that, you got me with a dog. Fucking zombie like cop. That would be the best practical joke they could ever play on any movie going audience. Like if you just like showed up to see Sasquatch's fucking, and then all of a sudden they're just
Zombieland
title cards as Zombieland.
Woody Harrelson is just. It's Woody Harrelson dreaming of.
Oh fuck! What if they just changed the reels to be fucking Planet of the Apes? That new one that's coming out.
That's a good one too.
Tyler Durden's dick pops up in a corner screen. Cigarette burn.
God. That'd be a good trick. I see this thing every year around Groundhog Day where they say they should make a Groundhog Day 2, but just release the original in the theater.
I mean, that's brilliant.
That'd be a good one too.
Dude, I did come my britches with that one. That was.
Zombieland 3 coming to a theater near you.
I do hope, I'm just being honest, that they do release this and like fucking furries show up at the screens.
There's a chance, dude. They probably saw that and their jollies were rocking.
I'll be there.
Red rockets and everything. Yeah.
I'll drive to California to see this one, just to be honest.
That's
It's going to be
interesting.
playing at the Terra 4 for sure in Atlanta. I need to talk you into going there because I love that little 4. It's called the 4 for a reason. It's only got 4 screens and it's a little house cinema. It's so tiny, but it's old. It was built in like the 70s or 80s, but it's like, so there's a huge parking lot around that's got like fucking strip malls now, but it used to just be that cinema. And it was like in a small town and shit like that until it started up and coming. And then they were like, well, we'll just show independent movies. And I think some company bought them. And they show a lot of good movies. I went and saw I, Tonya there before it hit national cinemas and shit like that. There is nothing I want to travel for to see, though. Like, it's been a long time since I've felt the need to get out of town just to go see a movie.
Well, I guess you're going to see Sasquatch fucking...
I don't even know the name of this movie, to be honest.
Sasquatch something.
Sunset.
Sasquatch Sunset.
Zombieland 3.
Zombieland 3. Coming to a theater near you.
I'm in. I don't give a shit.
Hey, if you want to do it, I guess I'll be there.
Nah, I told you I'd go see Afterlife. Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire.
Would you see it a 5th time? Or are you going to try and win?
I probably will see it a 5th time.
Yeah.
Regardless. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just one of those things. If it's the last, I want to say, I got to see. You don't understand how. Well, you probably do, but I'm very fortunate to have seen 2 Ghostbusters films now in movies because I never thought it would happen, especially after Harold Ramis died. So.
Yeah, there was that weird meme that said in 2020 I'm seeing a Ghostbusters movie in
And Dune.
and Dune, and now it's 2024. I'm seeing Ghostbusters and Dune.
Nothing will make me feel like I did when I watched Afterlife in theaters. I mean, I cried like a baby, and that's the truth. It was just one of the most magical just experiences I've probably ever had. And then this was not that same emotional feeling. It was just...
It was a good movie.
It's a Ghostbusters, real Ghostbusters. I love real Ghostbusters cartoons. That's what it felt like.
Too.
Live action real Ghostbusters cartoon. So
I remember the last time I felt that way. And, recently I come across a documentary about Star Wars Episode 1. So, but the last time that I really truly felt excitement and dragged all my friends out of the woodworks and was just like, we've got to see this. Like, this is it. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls. We didn't know. We were idiots. We saw the trailers and we were kind of like, what the fuck? And then we got into the cinemas and I was the only one that was ecstatic, just as the same as you are for Ghostbusters. All my friends left and was just like, did you enjoy it? And I was like, no.
it's that bad that even I'm a diehard indie fan, and it was
Battle of Destiny's beautiful.
Like, I like the movie, and we've talked about it. It's a great movie.
Things that happen that shouldn't.
I don't think it's the best Indiana Jones movie, but it's a great
Temple
movie.
of Doom is.
Okay. I did have this conversation with a friend the other day. We were watching. They had all 3 playing the originals, and I was like, Temple of Doom is a fine. Like, I like Temple of Doom still, and it was my favorite as a kid. And then I grew up and realized it's not the best.
If it was by itself and not like in an indie candy.
That's what we said. It could be easily just a normal movie. But I do like the movie.
Flick.
Yeah, I do like the movie. I didn't know Dan Aykroyd had a cameo in that movie till not long ago.
Let's play a trivia moment. We did this.
I'm not good at this. We'll see.
I know, but like this one, you should be able to get.
We'll see.
The year is 1985. Okay. The number 1 movie in America is what?
1985.
1985.
It's got to be Back to the Future.
No, sir. And I'll give you.
Didn't Back to the Future come out in 85?
I'll give you the competition film. Summer of 85. I can't remember when Back to the Future came out.
Maybe it was 84.
Anyway, the competition film is Caddyshack.
The competition film for the top movie in 85 summer.
I may have the fucking year wrong.
Yeah, get the year right. 85.
Excuse me, I do have the year fucking wrong. You can smite me from being a cinema holic.
Smite me, oh my.
The year is 1980.
1980?
Yes.
Wow.
What
Summer?
was the number 1 film in America?
What came out in 1980? The Shining came out in 1980. That probably wouldn't be
Caddyshack.
summer. Wow. That's really hard. Have we talked about anything related to this today?
I mean, it's one of the franchise itself has raised over $900 billion.
Franchise.
Span 12 movies.
Okay, so Star Wars.
Yep.
Which 1980 would be Empire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number one film in America. That was the trivia on the radio.
I was looking too hard. I should have gone with a simple answer. That makes sense. Considering it's probably in fucking theaters for like a year.
Yeah, probably. It's back in the Traveling Roadshow days. I wish they still did that. I wish we.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but it would kind of upset us because we'd already get the sheets on the internet before we would get the
True.
The actual stuff. Man,
but I'd sacrifice.
It's been kind of. I mean, I'm sorry we got dragged with Ghostbusters, but like
I think that was perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, I wanted to talk.
This is honestly kind of what I thought would happen, and I wanted it to happen.
You got me. Like I cried. I literally cried from laughter, and that's all I needed.
I think this was a good episode, sir.
Yeah, you plugged your friend Noah's rap career, and he's gonna be proud of
that. He'll never listen to this. Yeah, he probably will. Actually.
When are you available, Noah? When can we go see Ghostbusters? I'm not busting your balls for it. You
like what you like. Even listen. I know it's not a. I know it's not a perfect movie. It's kind of hard to be such thing as a perfect movie, really. But there are bad movies that people like. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but there are bad movies that you're gonna like because you like them, and that's it. I'm sure everyone's got one. And
can we close out on Asbestos Felt?
Sure.
Yeah. You hate when I play clips, but I'm doing the whole show.
Yeah, it happens.
Can I refer to this as a show now? I should have done that.
It's something.
It is a show.
It exists. Of all the things to ever exist, this is one of them.
Zombieland.
This is one of the podcasts of all time. See, this is the clip. We're not good at the clip thing.
Damn, it's 11:30 already. I hope there's no one in Elko when I go back.
And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever.
Should have closed out on that. The damn band opened with Dan and closed with Dan.
I fucking need you more than ever.
The whole movie is online. All right.
Did her.
You talked about bad movies. This is my bad movie that I actually enjoy. And it's specifically because of that guy right there, Asbestos Felt. It's a horrible film. Like it's shot on.
That's funny.
I think they shot this on film, but like transitioned it to fucking Shitio and like produced all these VHSs to sell on their own. I'm not lying to you. That's their real true to life story. Is they went to rental houses and sold VHSs. But I just recently was come across my disc collection and I really dug the lead guy because he's fucking creepy. Asbestos Felt. He takes some guy and he lifts him up into the ceiling fan that has machetes on it. He says, "How about a haircut, fella?"
Of course he does. Yeah. It sounds pretty cliche.
Cut the dead air out of the end of that one.
Ditter.
All right, my friend, it's been a pleasure.
Fantastic, sir.
Pluto.
We're back.
Are we?
We're back. We're back.
Are we?
Cue Ghostbuster montage. Hurry up. Come on. What's that? When's the last time we did this? February?
Yeah, Valentine's
post nut clarity. Yeah, we're back. It's a good return, I think. Maybe next time we'll. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. I never played these.
You want me to play the whole song?
I don't actually fucking care. We're back. We
came. We saw. We kicked its ass.
Ray, Egon. There it is. There it is. The best ghost bust. This is what the movies are missing. I said the same with Afterlife. It needs a montage. Might not fit in Afterlife, but it would have fit in this if they written it right.
I went back in that morning before I saw Frozen Empire. I watched Afterlife because the first time I saw it, I fell asleep. The second time, I was like, all right. But when I watched it pre Frozen Empire, which I probably shouldn't have done, I remember being like, this is such a beautiful fucking film.
I agree.
Like, it's just fun to watch. The only lull that I have is when they show fucking I just got his name out of his mouth. J.K. Simmons. And I'm like, I don't need this.
You know, actually, I'm glad that they had that character.
Yeah.
I want
pointless.
It's Evo Shandor. It's a big Ghostbusters lore thing, but they made it so pointless.
Yeah,
it's
he's
such a
just
quick
there.
and for this guy that has been mentioned since 1984, and then is mentioned in the video game, and then he's just 2 seconds and he's gone.
Yep.
Like damn. You should have left him doing something, and you could have had something later. You know, I don't know. But they ended the gozer.
Hold it fart until I can do it at the end. Here goes. You won't be able to hear this. No. It was like into the chair.
Silent.
All right, dude.
All right.
I've been William Pluto. Why is there hair on the screwdriver? That
Probably
freaks me
mine.
out.
I've been.
Did you put this in your Sasquatch poop hole?
Sure. I will eventually, at least. What's my name? Noah.
No, that probably, whatever you want it to be, sir. It's 2024.
Yes. Gonna open the trap one more time.
You're gonna let out Ivan Reitman.
I did it.
You're gonna let out Harold Ramis.
What
What would you do if Slimer just like came out of that thing?
Oh, dude, I'd be so happy.
Would you?
Yeah, that
Would you
means.
fuck it?
I guess that means I have to go get my proton pack and catch the fuck out of that dude.
That'd be fun to do in this place.
Hell yeah! It's
You should just do that anyway.
catch a ghost,
No, well, yeah.
Catch the Holy Spirit?
That's pop.
start waving our hands in the air. And shit.
They're gonna fire me for sure.
If they hear this, that's their problem.
Yeah. But well, I just got like a little weirdy. No, I meant like run around the church with proton.
Catch the Holy Spirit.
We should show up one Sunday.
Just trying to catch the Holy Spirit. Don't mind me.
Exercise the building.
Don't judge. Yeah, we tried to end this podcast like 5 times.
I know, it's just too much fun, man.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah, let's stop this and record another.
No.